All right, so we do have a segment that we're bringing back here. We're kind of testing the waters, pun intended, last year with this new team coming in and just the time frame of all of it. But I'm glad we're able to come on back into it. One of our favorites in the comments usually comes in at the nick of time, especially when talking about.
I don't know how she does, but
it's incredibly impressive. It's actually incredibly impressive when she does it. But we're going to go ahead and welcome from the San Diego Sirens, the supporter group, the official supporter group of San Diego Wave FC. I'm going to bring on the great and powerful Tanya. Tanya, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys?
We are doing great, and I'm glad that we have you back here for Call the Sirens to talk about some San Diego Wave and get your perspective in terms of just everything that kind of happened towards the end of the season, off season, leading up to this season, and just to generally say hi. How are you?
I mean, it has been a long time. It feels like off season has been short, but also long. There's just been so much happening that time flies when you're not having fun. Also,
Who says it wasn't
so,
fun?
so we can't confirm. It hasn't been in a fun off season, right?
yeah, it has not. I mean, it by far hasn't been the worst we've been through, but it has been we've lost a good amount of players,
Yeah, so we actually have a commenter here who Philippe, who is the boogeyman for jerseys, and I think he had a Cascarino one, he had a Chucky one, he had a De La Torre one. So like, whoever you need out, Tanya, just hit him up and just have him purchase one of those jerseys.
Yeah,
for sure.
but I don't want that.
You're like, no. But coming into this season now, again, some players that are refreshed. How do you feel as a supporter coming into the season? And some of the moves, we'll start with probably the biggest one, fan favorite, Kaylin Sheridan, not being part of the operations moving forward, a la Chucky Lozano, but Chucky's still here. Whereas Sheridan is now in NC Courage, which is a destination for former San Diego Wave players, and then they reinvent themselves and go somewhere else. But what are your thoughts on the situation with Sheridan as well?
I mean, I think it goes without saying that Kaylin was probably one of the most, one of our biggest supporters for fans, for us as the Sirens. She stayed after every game, had a conversation with people. So to say that we were all shocked, it would probably be an understatement. And that was our captain last year. She's been here since day one. She has been through it all with us too. She was a friend, really, of the Cove and everyone there, and all the Wave fans. So it definitely hurt. But she knows we have so much love for her, and whenever she comes back with North Carolina, she knows she's going to be received with so much love.
Does the club give you all like a heads up? I mean, maybe just in particular with Kaylin Sheridan departure, or do you all find out just like with the social media posts that they put out there?
We find out with the social media posts. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, they tell them when players arrive, not when they leave.
Exactly. Yeah, they tell us when they're coming, but this one we were blindsided just like everyone else. But a heads up would have been really cool, just so that we can mentally prepare and then talk to our people, our members, once the news comes out. But yeah, it sucked. It sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean, Abe.
Oh, yeah. I was kind of curious now, like you, with so many players leaving, you do have some additions. I mean, Ludmila, what are your thoughts on some of the additions that the Wave have made?
I'm excited for it. I know, there's been a lot of exits, but also Ludmila coming in, Luisa, the new goalkeeper. I've heard a lot of good things about her. Obviously, they played in the World Sevens against her, I think. I don't know if they played against her or she was in the tournament, but I'm excited to see what they can do for the club. the spark that they can bring. So, regardless of everything that happens, we're still going to be here supporting San Diego Wave, the crest, and the players that are on the field representing us. So I'm excited for it. See what it'll bring.
You're enjoying Jonas, Paul?
I think so. I am. I mean, we've had a good amount of goals last year.
More goals than the previous year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to watch the goals go in. Yeah, I think I am. I'm a fan. He's turned it around.
I agree with you. I mean, I think last season, I mean, you both, I mean, I'm used since you always watch like our segments of San Diego Wave. I was always a believer of San Diego Wave last season, thinking they would be top 3 at the end of the season. That didn't kind of pan out, but they were competitive. And at one point, they were one of the best 3 teams in the NWSL. So what do you think for this upcoming season based on the roster they have right now? Are you as optimistic as you were last season like me, or are you more hesitant now where maybe they'll make playoffs, like maybe they can compete?
I think, I will give you that, Chiva. You've always been like on the right side of history. Unlike these two over here, they've been
I said
hating a little bit. They've been hating a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I like data. So I like to say after, and yeah, Abe, he's their guy. Like, he was brought out the spade,
but he was kind of spot on though. They ended up finishing around that.
He was
like
right.
that spot. But I mean, what do you think for this year? Like playoffs for sure.
I think we make playoffs. I think with seeing what Ludmila did with Chicago, and like that team was not great. And see what she can bring to San Diego Wave with Dudinha, Kenza, Kimmy. See what she can bring and do for San Diego Wave. I think she'll be a big part of the success of it. So I think we make playoffs for sure.
Let's not forget, everyone. Trinity Byers is healthy now. And I think she is going to be a weapon that Jonas Eidevall is going to have this season.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest X factor. When you have someone that you put in like extra time of a playoff game in their first professional minutes, I guess, but at the same time, like to even put that kind of trust in her, I mean, like that's pretty crazy. And they like signed her straight out of college for a reason. And to like a striker, especially, like you got to have a lot of faith in that type of player.
I mean, I saw a highlight of a Carusa golazo the other day that you sent. So I don't know, man. Like the goals were there, maybe. With that, Tanya, what is maybe a player that for you or just in the general populace, and maybe this is talked about in the Cove because y'all are cheering the squad on, having the bubbles on, having crazy costume changes and being players of the game at times. A player that you're looking at and be like, okay, Mika, come on, we need to pick it up, por favor. Like let's do a little bit more, and we have a little bit more of expectations of you.
I think for me personally, I think it would be Gia, because she started off really strong last season and then kind of fell off. And I think if we are to see more of that Gia that we saw last season and the Gia that we saw in the sevens, I think she would be an amazing weapon for San Diego Wave. But I think if I could see more from her, I'd be great.
Let's not forget she got a contract extension, so the club and Gia. So I agree. Like she's definitely a player that needs to step up. I'm excited to see more of Kimi Ascanio. I think Kimi Ascanio had a great season last year, and I can't wait to see how she develops in her game moving on to the season. I think Jonas Eidevall really believes in her style and her ability. So I think she's also going to be an important factor this next season.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking about Lorena Facer, hearing the way that her teammates talk about the way that Jonas Eidevall talked about her, especially at the end of the season coming in for Savannah McCaskill. Those were really big boots to fill, and she was able to like play pretty well and pretty solidly. I think as a rookie in the NWSL, maybe not like the best she possibly could have been, but there's definitely a lot of room for growth there. And if she like grows into herself and becomes like dangerous and a little bit more confident, I think that could definitely be a problem for the rest of the league.
McCaskill, one of the jerseys that Philippe had as well.
I have one more, Tony. I don't know if you're going to mention this player.
I have two, but yes, this is probably one of them.
This probably one of them. This player just needs to score, which is something she didn't do last season, and it's Adriana Leon. She
scored once, no?
She scored a couple, but
did you just say she scored once for a number 9?
Like, come on. She missed way more. I wonder what her GX is, because I mean it's probably not good, but she's a player that needs to step up as well.
What are your thoughts? Do you have any thoughts, Tanya, on Adriana Leon and her play?
I agree. I think she needs to step it up.
My one too is, and I've been saying this since Torero Stadium, Melanie Barcenas. Like, again, this wonderkin sort of aura that she had, and yeah, she did pick up a lengthy injury last season, still growing herself and just going into the position. But then I look at what Kim Ascanio did, and I'm just like, okay, well, these are supposed to be tomato, but instead it's tomato and I don't know, pick a different legume-based fruit, or potentially.
Real quick, Tanya, I know there was a meeting with Camille Ashton for fans, or I'm not sure if it's season ticket holders. Did you go to that meeting?
I did go, but because I was invited.
Oh,
okay. So what did you hear from that meeting? What did you think of what Camille Ashton had to say? I'm curious what the questions were, what that was like.
I mean, there were a lot of questions, obviously, about the players that left. People asked about training facilities. They asked about players coming in. Why? I guess some people have talked about the Wave not having U.S. women's national team players because there's beef between Jonas and Emma, and Cammie shot that down. She's like, no, I've been in calls with them both, and they're fine. Like, it's all good. But I mean, that was pretty much all the questions, mostly related to the players leaving. People also asked about what San Diego Wave are going to do in regards to ice possibly being at Wave games on match days. And Cammie assured us there that the Wave were talking to STSU about it, and they want to continue to Snapdragon Stadium to be a safe space for everyone there. So I was really happy to hear that, obviously. But yeah, that was pretty much it. It was about 45 minutes long. It wasn't too much of a long hangout, but yeah.
I mean, kudos to the Sirens and everybody actually posing that question and having that be a discussion point, because it is important, and that was a discussion point last season as well. But the stove is a little hotter this time around, from what I can tell, just in the general ambience of things. But did you feel after that conversation more on the positive side, like trending positive after, just supporting in the direction that Wave is going? Getting some of those answers, not necessarily that you have to go into them in detail, but overall, did you feel, okay, I've heard about all these things that are happening in the background. I've heard about these things surrounding the club, the departures, and not a lot of positivity associated with San Diego Wave in the offseason. Did you feel better after that, and did it change your perspective? Or is there still some things that you feel like maybe the club needs to go ahead and address or show before you believe the words potentially?
I definitely left feeling a little bit better about everything, but I do wish stuff like that were open to more people, because obviously more people would like to have the same information, and we can't, we can't share it as many people as we wish we could. I do feel a little bit better about the club, about the ownership's commitment to being in San Diego and possibly trying to put their money where their mouth is. So I hope that they follow through with a training facility for the club, just like all these other teams are already getting. Expansion clubs are already coming in with that in mind. So I hope that we can get out of the surf complex and into our own thing.
Yeah, I mean that Denver team is looking stacked. I think they leaked accidentally that they are getting the former Juventus goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And put him on
They're
the
scary.
Too.
They're scary.
it's looking like Wave when they were coming in, right? Like that roster construction, you were like, okay, Alex Morgan, who's she going to play with? And then you're like, ooh, Sofia Jakobsen. All right, who's now with, we were talking about it earlier, Toluca.
With Toluca, yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at Boston bringing in the Terrenator. It's gonna be it's gonna be a big deal this NWSL season. And then also about Denver, what I keep forgetting is like Lindsay Heaps is coming in the middle of the season for them.
Mm-hmm.
So like as a trade addition that's gonna be nuts in itself. Also, have you seen the new kits, by the way? Are you allowed to talk about that, Tanya? Did you have to sign an NDA like I did?
I haven't seen them. I wish I have, because like if we go from like the Del Sol kit that was like kind of iconic to something that's trash, I don't know if I'll spend my money on that.
It seems like you know something, which you do because you signed an NDA, but I need to like.
No,
I
I'm
need
the
context
so
clues.
they made me sign me an NDA. They said, okay, all the kids are going to be available to see. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I guess we'll see it and not say anything about it. And then we go into like the thing, and I did not see a single kit that entire trip. They even had some of the players in like big, huge like coats because they were walking around the hotel and they couldn't like show them. But yeah, I didn't see a single kit. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say I signed an NDA, but like I didn't see anything. So I really can't like say. It's kind of annoying even. But yeah, I was trying to get something out of Tanya, see if she knew something about it. But
I wish. I really wish.
That's gonna be. I think all the Wave jerseys are pretty good though. What do you think?
They have been pretty good. I've really loved them. I loved Altamar last year. A lot of people were kind of iffy about them, but I really loved them. Yeah, it's a great one. I hope last year around like mid-February we started seeing like the little leaks. So hopefully it happens again and we get a little peek before they go on sale, because that'll be like the make it or break it. Either I'm spending a ton of money or I'm saving some money.
I do want to ask regarding like who the captain will be next season, right?
Ooh.
I mean, Caitlin Sheridan was the captain and she had that relationship with the Sirens. I mean, we have the speculation that we think it's going to be either Kennedy Wesley or Kenta Dali. Do you, or as the Sirens, do you all have the expectation that that captain should also maybe try to have that same relationship that Caitlin Sheridan had with you all?
I would hope so. I'd also hope that it's like an organic relationship, something that's built. And I mean, if it's Kenza, that relationship is already there too. I do think she'd be a great captain. She pretty much felt like a co-captain last season. So to make it official and have the R-band this year would just solidify her role and importance on the team. And I think her presence in the Cove has always been really, really great. And she won our player of the season last season, and she wrote that letter on Instagram and had like a whole post for it, for her award. And so that felt like really good because no other player had ever done that before, just to see how much it meant to her. So I think if she's our captain, that relationship's already there.
Yeah, Kenza's an absolute baller. Like that's the player that just I want to sit down and just talk shop and just like, hey, like she's a huge Paris Saint-Germain fan. Like I remember when they won the Champions League, like she was losing it. Like she was on top of it and loved every second of that.
There might be a feature article coming out about her on Wednesday on a certain website.
What website? SanDiego.Futbol?
No.
I mean, we were talking about departing players, and this is something that we didn't mention, but might as well, I think it's funny to throw it out. Like, I mean, San Diego Wave also this week announced another player departing, Cynthia Cabezas, who never saw a minute with San Diego Wave.
Legend. Let's put her jersey next to the unfolded Morgan one that gets folded back up after every game. I
would have loved to see Cynthia play with San Diego Wave at least.
Sure, dude.
Like, playing the fullback position. That's a position that maybe kind of they need it right now, right, Abe?
When are you, as a Sirens, Tanya, yourself personally, going to start vouching for a statue outside of Snapdragon Stadium for Crispin McNabb?
Oh, that's a goat. McNabb is the last remaining OG. I mean, shit. I mean, sorry.
That's the reaction. Shit. Yeah.
It needs to be soon because she's awesome.
I'm curious, does the Sirens have anything different or new planned for this 2026 season? I know you guys always do bring something new, something a little different.
Yeah, surfboard, guitar. Any plans for this upcoming one?
I don't think our mastermind Dai has brought it up yet. He's usually the one behind it. But he hasn't said anything, so he might be keeping it close to him. He might be surprising all of us.
So what you're saying is I need to invite Dai for Call the Sirens so they can break the news here.
I just imagine like Dai sitting by himself in the like Pikachu thing, or it's just all in the different versions of it. Just like thinking of all these stuff and then like taking notes.
Pikachu is my muse. I need to be with Pikachu.
I don't know how he does it.
It's honestly incredible. One of the most impressive feats that I've seen in Snapdragon Stadium is that, along with the halftime show with the doggy that scored the goal. Probably my favorite halftime show in Snapdragon history. It's such a shame you weren't there, Chiwa. Like you missed it. Well, talking about the Sirens, obviously the supporter group for the official supporter group for San Diego Wave. Memberships have come out. If you want to maybe just chat a little bit about what's coming up for the San Diego Sirens and how they can get involved, the people here, because I know there's people eager to know more about how to support an independent group. More importantly, somebody who loves the city of San Diego and its soccer very, very passionately.
Yeah, I mean, our membership just launched yesterday on Sunday. And you can get either an Epic or a Mythic membership. The Epic one includes the scarf, stickers, access to the Discord, and all the good stuff. The Mythic includes the same stuff. It's free, so you don't have to pay to be a Siren. But if you want the scarf, obviously you won't get it unless you get the Epic. But also, if you get the Epic membership, $1 goes back to the NWSL PA and also to the NWSL Black Players Association. Yeah, so those are two that we love supporting. So you're making a difference for us, helping us get more TIFOs up, banners, all the good stuff, drum repairs. So it pays for a lot. We try to do a lot. There's a lot that I'm hoping we can get more involved in the community this year. Set up little events in the off season or during breaks. So it'll be a good year for us. I think there's a lot that is going to be coming up. There's the YMCA campaign cup with you guys that's coming up, and then
there is.
I remember, Tanya, you almost scored a banger last year. Do you remember that?
I do remember it, and I'm so sad.
It went off the top post. I don't know if you remember that, Tony. Were you on Tanya's team?
I think I was resting on the bench at that point, but I remember that.
I will say this just to talk a little bit about that because I'm kind of spearheading the campaign cup over at my new branch at the Ryan YMCA in Point Loma.
Yeah, you took it.
Sorry. The theme for this annual campaign at the YMCA is making waves.
It actually it's not. It's Waves of Impact. Get it right.
Waves of Impact. We're the YMCA at Ryan is also throwing an event called Making Waves with our aquatics team. But I'm gonna send you a picture of the trophy that I'm gonna buy for the campaign cup, Tanya. It's actually freaking sick.
Do you have it now?
I don't have it now. I got to get it from our aquatics director because she kind of threw it at me and said, "Please buy this," because she also wants to have it in her office.
Trophy.
No, it's from one of our community members. He has a business where he 3D prints trophies, and
that's awesome.
I'm gonna talk to him and buy it for our campaign cup. But yeah,
I'm gonna
send more info.
Getting ready.
It's gonna be a fun one. Sadly, our field is not Wave sponsored, unfortunately, like not like the Marty one, but it's gonna be a fun one. It's in a very nice area, very central to a lot of people.
Point Loma.
Point Loma.
That's where that is, the Bryan Family YMCA. But no, incredible stuff. Again, go to SanDiego.Sirens.com/membership. Sign up for the Epic membership. Sign up for, if you can't, if not able, go ahead and sign up for the free Mythic membership. Get involved. A lot of great stuff from the Sirens. I really do like just kind of talking with y'all, because your passion is just, throughout the whole season, up or down. And there's been some downs with the team, and that's something that maybe the neighbors or the roommates of Snapdragon Stadium haven't had, because they had a pretty all right season the first year. But just kudos for the group, because as the season went on last season, it's the most engagement that I've seen outside of the Cove during games from the general crowd. And it's really cool that everybody's been able to recognize that. And in a time where, honestly, people need to go watch Wave games, and they need to go to the Cove, get involved as well, but just be there, because this team sold out Snapdragon Stadium with 33 plus thousand, right? And they can still do that, but it's a matter of Wave doing their part and putting a good product on the field. Before I let you go, Tanya, is there anything else for San Diego, Wave, the Sirens that you want to go ahead and mention / bring up?
I'd like to invite everyone to the party en el barrio this weekend. It's going to be awesome. I don't think this has happened before, but it'll be like it'll be at the Canchita on National Avenue. A lot of vendors, some football happening, just the community getting together. And it's going to be a fun time. It's free. Just come on, hang out, support. It'll be fun.
And that is La Canchita in Barrio Logan. And if you go on the website, again, there's this cool little calendar. It's an event calendar, and it has all the different things that are being planned throughout the year. So it's a great resource. Check it out. SanDiego.Sirens.com. Get your membership. Check out the songs. Check out the store, support, and everything you can for that. Tanya, for San Diego Wave, what is the one thing that you would ask of them for the season that you want to see?
Sign a striker.
Oh, I love that. See, I am a regular consumer. I don't know if you guys know this, of the Siren Song, which is a fantastic podcast between Tanya and Sarah, another member of the Sirens. And yeah, no, just you get to the point, Tanya, and I love that, and your passion, and just being able to really take it as face value, but be critical when you need to, and sign a striker. But they have a striker, Adriana Leon. What are you talking about? You're not happy with that? She was in the running for Canadian Soccer Player of the Year.
Not Caitlin Sheridan.
Damn, Chief.
Hey, that's your guy. That's Mr. Top 3.
I mean, at the end of the day,
just rubbing salt in the wound.
This is a good question from Lynn. Is Tanya, because you did this last year, I remember, and your phone overheated. Is Tanya going to live stream the Coachella again? Is that in the plans? Is that in the? She did. She was Instagram live. Yeah. That's how I watched.
I was there.
Were you there?
You could have helped.
Yeah, I was hiding in the corner and taking notes on Chiamaka, who I thought was going to be the next big thing at the time, because she was really good in that game.
She was. I do plan on live streaming the first game. I don't know if I'll be there for the second, but someone else that has access to the Sands account can do it. So we do plan on having that, because they don't ever televise this stuff. And the one time that they did, they didn't televise the actual game.
Ugh. What did they televise? It was just like punditry?
It was like they had the game in the background, like on the corner, and then they were just having interviews the whole time. Like, that made no sense.
That's weird. Bomb atrocious. Okay, well, good. Hopefully we can get some good footage, and we're counting on you, Tanya. Abe will also be there for the Coachella Valley 15th. Invitational. Mm-hmm. So yeah, link up. Maybe you can do a commentary.
Oh, maybe that'd be funny. I might be able to live
That
stream.
didn't sound convincing. Oh, maybe.
Hey,
I
come on,
gotta be
hey.
taking notes. I don't know, dude. They have me with the new job. They have me like doing stuff. I might like be getting paid to like talk about Portland or something. I don't know. There's some stuff happening in the works. So I gotta figure out what my
all about
coverage
the money
is.
now.
Yeah.
Abe
It's
sold out,
corporate
guys.
Abe.
Okay, Abe.
Sorry. I have a feature coming out on Kenza Dali on Wednesday, so you guys can look forward to that. I asked her a lot about the off season, what she thinks about some of the moves, how she views leadership. She talked about her love of the game. It was really interesting conversation. It's gonna be a fun little interview that's popping out. It's not out yet.
I have a feature with Kenza Dali coming out on Tuesday. Everybody,
Oh,
if you want.
of course.
Love it. Tanya, thank you for coming on. Where can people get involved with the Sirens outside of their website?
Super active on socials. You can go to Instagram, SD Sirens. Also Blue Sky, the same San Diego Sirens. We're not active on Twitter, but our account is there. So just go ahead, give us a follow. I'm the one that's always answering the DMs, comments. So just give us a comment and we'll be there. We'll do our best to respond.
Absolutely. Well, Tanya, I really appreciate you coming on in with your candor and also, directness. And yeah, let's get done for Tanya and the Sirens. Sign a striker.
Sign a damn striker for Tanya. Come on, guys.
Cammy. That should have been question 1. Hey, when's the striker coming?
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know.
Maybe tomorrow, 10 a.m. They do like 10 a.m.
Cruz is out here scoring goals.
Come on. It was a tap-in. Tanya, thank you for your time, and we really appreciate you coming on in. And come on back a little bit later because it's going to get good once the season does get started. Coachella Valley Invitational coming up next 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
My days are we're barely in February. Like we were in 95-degree heat the other day, like in January. It's crazy. Anyway, Tanya, thank you for your time, and we really appreciate it. And we'll see you out there, out in the community and at Snapdragon.
Thank you guys. See you soon.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Tanya.
See you in the
Bye.
comments.